Welcome back. It is Friday, April 5th, and the MLB. Our four best bets are on the way. It's Austin, joined by Logan. Let's recap yesterday. A little mini sweep, 2-0. He certainly will take it. Cardinals, first seven, team total over 3.5. Could take in their full game team total. They got that done. Big seventh inning from the Cards. I think they put up 5 runs to really blow things open. We take that. Then we also had another hit parlay. Another day, another winner. Brian Reynolds got it done in his first AB. Bobby didn't want to get it done in his first, but he got it done in his second. Another hit parlay, 4-0 on them this week. Our player props were dialed in on, continuing to build up that momentum. A 12-3 run. Hopefully you guys have been making some money. If you have, Logan, shouldn't they just hit that subscribe button? Drop a like too. We got more picks inbound. Before we dive into those though, I do want to talk about Bet365. They have a really good offer right now. You can bet on the MLB and you get $150 in bonus bets. Pretty dang good offer. We typically do all of our hit parlays on Bet365 because we love them over there. But if it's available in your state, you definitely should sign up and use our link down below in the description. All you got to do is sign up using our link, bet $5 on any game. It doesn't even matter if your bets win or lose. You get $150 in bonus bets. Bet365 over the summer or over, the winter into the 2024. I've rolled into a bunch of new states, so maybe they're in your state. Check it out, Bet365. We love them. Now, our first pick of the day should be no surprise. I know it's kind of teasing you when I put the overlay up, but it's another hit parlay. It's Monday through Friday. We are going for the illustrious clean sweep of the week. We're 4-0 on this week. We're going for the 5 straight. The hit parlay is on Odds Checker, so it's not in this video, which is why you see some question marks, but it'll be on Odds Checker probably by about 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Obviously, we'll put the link in the pinned comment, link in the description, link at the end of the video. I'll tweet out the link. If you're missing out on them, that's on you. Go check out the hit parlay. It's all in those places. Like I said, it'll be live a little bit later on after this video drops. We got to go write up the article and send it to the editors. But without further ado, Logan, I'm going to let you go to a game pick. I really like the underdog you're rolling with, but who is it going to be?
Yeah, I am rolling with the Seattle Mariners as my pick. Plus 105 odds on BetMGM is currently your best value there. Now, I am taking the road underdog Mariners in this spot. I like the value we're getting them at plus value. I hate laying odds with this Mariners team because they're just really inconsistent. I mean, normally you're getting like minus 150, minus 175 on the money line. They're not worth that price. But I'm getting a plus value with Logan Gilbert on the mound. Absolutely, I will take it. Ace pitcher against a Brewers team that I think is just overachieving. I mean, who have they really played? I mean, they played the Mets, and then they had a short little series versus the Twins. Yeah, I'm going to be rolling with the Mariners in this game and potentially in this series. We'll see how this game plays out. But who are they facing today? They're facing Freddie Peralta. So he's going to start for the Brewers. 1.5 ERA and 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run versus the Mets in his first start. I mean, he cooked the Mets. Is that all that impressive now that we look at the Mets season numbers so far? Not really, but Fastball Freddie, obviously a great pitcher. I call him Fastball Freddie because that's what he primarily uses. These Mariners hitters today better be ready to look fastball because that's what he primarily uses. If his secondary stuff is not there, Freddie Peralta can definitely be in trouble. I do like the Mariners matchup versus them because they're a very streaky team. On the season, Seattle only 26 in home runs. They only have 4 home runs as a team, but a slugging lineup like the Mariners will benefit from playing in Milwaukee, a hitter-friendly ballpark. They play in Seattle. They've played the start of their season in Seattle, not a very hitter-friendly ballpark. So now they get a hitter-friendly ballpark against a pitcher that gives up homers. I mean, I would say that's Freddie Peralta's weakness. His only earned run in that game was a home run to the Mets. I think definitely this Mariners lineup could touch him up in this one. If you look at a lot of these Mariners hitters, I kind of like them for home run props. I'm just saying, I'm not betting them, but if you ever want to look at a hitter in a matchup that's advantageous, that's where you would want to go. Now, on the season, the Mariners are only hitting 196 versus righties. This is the ultimate buy low spot for the team starting a series in Milwaukee. I mentioned this Mariners team is going to be better than 196 versus righties. They're just it's simply the law of averages. They've just started out the year pretty poor. I think they get on track today versus Freddie Peralta. I think they get on track in this whole series as a whole. Now, who's starting for the Mariners? It's Logan Gilbert, 1.29 ERA, 7 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 8 strikeouts in his first start versus the Boston Red Sox. He went out there and dealt. I like what we've seen from Logan Gilbert. I really do like backing him as a pitcher. In only 5 games, this Brewers team is hitting 280 versus righties, but I foresee that average going down. It's kind of a tale of two teams. I see the Brewers average eventually coming down and the Mariners average only going up. That's just kind of the forecast of what we're getting, and we're getting them at a plus price. I want you to remember that Gilbert is great at getting the swing and miss, and he's by far the best pitcher this Brewers team has faced this year. Go pull the matchups. The starting pitchers they faced. They faced Paddock, Louis Varland, Miguel, Severino, and Quintana. I mean, come on, man. Those are not up to the caliber pitcher that Logan Gilbert is. If he went out there and absolutely cooked them, I would not be shocked today. Logan Gilbert is a great pitcher, and I think he definitely is able to hold down that Brewers offense today. And then we go to the bullpens, because this is where the game could be decided late. Seattle has the better bullpen. They're 6th in bullpen ERA. Milwaukee 15th in bullpen ERA. They are just coming off a collapse versus the Twins. If you have Brewers money line, I'm sorry. That is how baseball works. It's a 9-inning game. The bullpens can save you or sell you, and they sold the Brewers in that one. Hopefully Seattle is able to keep a lead and get one under Logan Gilbert and not relinquish that lead. I think they get the outright win for us today. At the plus money price, I'm rolling with Gilbert and the Mariners as my best bet today. But Austin, where are you going for your pick?
Logan, I'm rocking my Phillies jersey, so it's only right that I go back to Philadelphia Phillies. I'm doing a similar play to what you did yesterday in St. Louis, although today we're in Washington, D.C., because I'm taking the Phillies first 7 innings, team total over 3.5, about minus 120 on DraftKings. Now, I was pivoting a couple different ways. If you want to take the full game team total, you certainly can. It's 4.5. You get an extra 2 innings, and maybe they can put up another run. Personally, I just didn't do that because it was about minus 130, a little bit too juiced for me. I also don't mind the first 5 innings team total. However, with a guy like Patrick Corbin, who will start for the Nationals, sometimes I feel like he looks decent through 5. The Nats are like, we're feeling dangerous. Let's try to get another inning out of him. And that's when he gives up like 3 earned runs. You're like, why did we do that? Happens every single time. But I really like the Phillies in the first 7, and I honestly think they could put up 5 or 6 runs on Mr. Patrick Corbin. And like I said, Corbin's going to start here. And honestly, Corbin, we've seen him the last few years, has not been great. In his first start of the year, 4 earned runs, did it himself on 4 1/3 innings pitched. Like, he could do that himself. He could give up 4 or 5 earned runs by himself. Now, the Phillies, they have a lot of experience against Corbin, 171 plate appearances to be exact, less than 20% K rate, 299 batting average, 485 expected slugging. They've kind of crushed Patrick Corbin. Not saying a whole lot. He really hasn't been that great over the past, few years. At the end of the day, Corbin's last 8 starts against them, 4, 6, 9, 6, 5, and 7, and then 1 runs allowed. Now, you might be like, Austin, his last start only 1 run allowed against the Phillies. He might be dialed in. Well, I'd argue the Phillies probably left a lot of meat on the table there. I mean, come on. 1 earned run, but he gave up 7 walks. He was just walking everyone. The Phillies could not get the timely hits. In fact, the Phillies had bases loaded, no outs, and could not score against Patrick Corbin. Now, Corbin, I feel like when it looks good sometimes, then boom, the floodgates break open, and he just looks terrible. I really think that we will see this Phillies team get to him. I'm taking the first 7 because we have seen the Phillies a little bit slow out of the gates to start games, but then they just pour things on. So I'm going to take the first 7 team total. We might get a few innings out of the bullpen, and the Nats bullpen really hasn't been that great either. We also think about the Phillies. They have a lot of ex-nationals. They got Schwarber, Harper, Turner. All these guys tend to play a little bit better in that in their former home ballpark. So I think we could see some home runs from Patrick Corbin. We could see a hit parade. That could happen at any time. I really like this bet. So Phillies first 7, team total over 3.5. We're going to continue to do these first 5s and first 7s. Like I said, I don't mind the full game team total at 4.5. Just a tad too juice for me, but you obviously do get at least another 2 innings because Phillies are on the road, and you could get some extra innings too if that's what it comes down to. But Phillies, I need 4 runs through at least 7. Put up 10 runs. I don't care. I really like the Phillies team total over 3.5 first 7 team total. It is minus 120 or so on DraftKings. But Logan, I believe you know what time it is. It is time for Nerfy Nation. Everyone's favorite segment. The rock music's going, the flags are out, and today we will have a live stream. So if you're tuning in, make sure you tune into the live stream because it's going to be a little mid-afternoon Nerfy session. We're going to dive right into the one we like. And there's a couple we had considered, but really think this is the best one because we're going out to San Francisco. We're back in Padres and Giants, no run first inning, minus 115 on Bet365. We'd play it to about minus 130. You won't really see us take a lot of Nerfies, more juice than minus 130. Juice Nerfies are losses. That's just how it be. We consider the Tigers won this early in the afternoon, but that is by minus 140, and it's a Nerfie. It's like a coin flip. Not worth taking minus 150 odds on a no-run first inning. But let's talk with Jordan Hicks, who will lead things off for the Giants. He's currently 1-0 on Nerfies against the Padres in this season. His only start came against them. Now, obviously, they did just see him, but I still think he can go out there and get us those first 3 outs. Hicks was last year a reliever, so he's used to coming in, having to be locked in early in his first appearance. So while he is a starter now these days, I still think he will still have that mindset of, hey, I need to get in here, get off to a good start. I certainly think he can get us those first 3 outs against the Padres. So Jordan Hicks, I need those first 3. But who's going to be pitching on the other side for us to take us home, Logan?
Yeah, it's going to be the ace, Dylan Cease for the Padres. Now, Cease last year with a big sample size, 28-6 on Nerfies last year. So far this season, good start for him. He's 1-0 on Nerfies against the Giants. That's who he just saw, and he did get the Nerfie in that one. This Giants lineup, they're 17th in first inning runs. Not necessarily the scariest lineup on paper. Now, do we want to avoid a Jorge Soler home run? Yeah, we do. Do we want to get Jung Ho Lee out of the leadoff? Yeah, we want to start pretty well. I think Dylan Cease, though, being the savvy sort of veteran pitcher that he is, he's able to get those last 3 outs that we need. Jordan Hicks, do your job. Do not walk anyone. Jordan Hicks sometimes does scare me with the walks, but if he's dialed in against the Padres, I think Nerfy Nation, we get another cash here.
Absolutely. 4:35 p.m. Eastern start, 1:30 over in San Fran. We will be live on YouTube roughly about 10 minutes before to get ready to sweat out a little Nerfy. We didn't get to do one yesterday, although I think Logan's lean hit, mine did not. We're coming back with a vengeance. 1 unit today. We're trying to go for 4 straight Nerfy winners. That'd be pretty cool. But like I said, our 4 favorite picks of the day, we already talked about 3 in the video. Last one will be our odd checker parlay, our hit parlay, going for 5 straight. When it is live, I'll link it, like I said, at the top of the video, in the pinned comment, in the description, and also right over Logan's face when it is live. It's the odds checker logo. Just click on it. It'll take you to the article. You can check out the 2 hitters we're rolling with to try to go for the illustrious 5-0 parlay sweep. We'll see you guys again back on Saturday. We'll see you then. Peace.